Hello, my name is the Gaming Critic. I review video games with no regrets whatsoever. Now, the game I'm about to review was requested by a YouTuber going by the name of Crash Bandicoot Fan. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. So just a reminder to all of you, if you want me to review any video game of your choice in the future, now's the time to comment down below. So with that out of the way, let's start the review.
Well, Cuphead and his pal Mugman, they like to roll.
If I was going to be completely honest with all of you, I didn't really have any plans to review this game at all. But my curiosity got the best of me, and seeing that Crash Bandicoot Fan requested this game to be reviewed, I decided to purchase Cuphead. And looking at the price tag on Steam, I was surprised to see that this game cost $20. I was expecting this game to be $60 or $40 at least, but $20? Wow. Now that is what I call a bang for your buck. And by the way, this is the first time I'm reviewing a PC game, so if you would like me to review any other PC games in the future, be sure to comment down below. And after playing this game, I was shocked to see how good this game really is. But is this game deserving to get a perfect score? Well, stick around because we have a lot to talk about. Especially the difficulty. I give to you Cuphead. Published and developed by Studio MDHR, Cuphead was released in 2017 and was released on Xbox One and PC. Much like Crash Bash's story, the story in Cuphead is simple that it doesn't get confusing. The story sees Cuphead and Mugman stumble upon themselves and entered in the Devil's Casino. They are both on a winning streak at the crab's table, then all of a sudden, the owner of the casino, the devil, shows up and says if you win, you can have all the loot, but if you lose, he'll have their souls. Cuphead blindly accepted and loses. Both Cuphead and Mugman explain that there must be another way. So the devil tells the two that they have to collect all the souls from runaway debtors, and he may let them go. They only have until midnight tomorrow to do so, and if they fail, their souls will belong to the devil. So Cuphead and Mugman are on an adventure to capture the souls and to save themselves from the devil. Like I said before, the story is simple, but the story isn't what makes this game great. But what does make this game great is its gameplay. When I first started playing this game, I had a huge smile upon my face and I was excited to play this game. You do start off in the tutorial section, getting used to the keyboard or a controller and seeing what this game can offer. If you are playing on a keyboard, then it is tough to get used to it at first, but once you master the controls, you can then begin your quest to capture souls. There's a run and gun section where you travel from A to B. Sounds simple, right? Well, not exactly. Throughout the run and gun section, you'll see a bunch of enemies appear out of nowhere as you will constantly die again and again and again. And as for the bosses, you will see yourself dying a lot, and you'll end up breaking the nearest items or objects around you. But does it ruin the entire experience? Hell no. As much of a challenge it brings, the overall journey is actually quite fun, and very addictive to play. Cuphead just looks so goddamn beautiful. The art style is really lovely to look at, and the visuals reminds me of the old Looney Tunes shows I watched when I was a kid. So many memories from those shows. As for the bosses, they are challenging to face, but they are pretty fun to fight against. I just love looking at the details to each boss. They all look really great. And I especially love that the bosses changes forms, and they all look very creative and gorgeous. And if you die on one of the boss fights, and one of the bosses starts taunting you, and you see how far you've come close to beating him, you can't help yourself but play it one more time, just to see if you can beat it, and show that cartoon character who's the real boss. And once you finally defeated the boss you were stuck on for 10 to 30 minutes, it becomes really satisfying. Now, I cannot end the review without talking about the one feature that most people have a problem with. And that is the difficulty. Now, I've heard many people complaining left, right, and center about the difficulty in Cuphead, saying that there should be an easier mode, saying that there should be a skip button, and a lot of people comparing this game's difficulty to Dark Souls. God, I'm really sick and tired of people comparing hard games to Dark Souls. Just another excuse to say that any hard game is just like Dark Souls, I reckon. I would honestly compare Cuphead to Metal Slug or Contra in my opinion. Yes, this game is hard, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. There is a way to beat the run and gun levels and the boss battles and the entire game. This game's difficulty is designed with patience in mind and learning the patterns. It is a trial and error. You are expected to fail and die, but you will learn from your mistakes very rapidly. You can't just rush quickly in each level and hoping you will make it to the end. Much like Crash Bandicoot 1, if you slowly take your time, you'll realize that it's not as difficult as you think. And apparently some video game journalist whose name I'm not going to mention had some problems in the tutorial section. Really? A journalist had some trouble with the tutorial? So yeah, this game isn't really made for everyone, and that's absolutely fine. It is basically a platform game, and if you're not used to the platform games, then it will take some time to get used to. The difficulty in this game doesn't spike up from very easy to very hard. It's just consistently hard from start to finish. But what makes this game's difficulty work is because the more you play Cuphead, the more you'll gain a lot of skills to beat a run and gun level or a boss battle. And it is best to take breaks every now and then, so when you come back to it, you will just get better and better every time. I'll admit that I did have some angry moments here and there, but I can easily forgive Cuphead, because this game is designed for the player to get better as you go along. So, in conclusion of this topic, the difficulty in Cuphead is insanely hard, but it's ridiculously fun at the same time. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! Man, there's no way I can beat this boss. I mean, he's just too hard. Hang on. What the fuck is this? You went for broke and now you're croaked? That's it! Nobody calls me croaked and gets away with it. I know I can beat this boss, and I know I can beat this entire game. If Darkside Phil can beat Cuphead, then I can beat Cuphead as well. Let's do this.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. Calling you, and the search is a mystery. Standing on my feet, it's so hard when I try to be me. Whoa, deja vu, I just been in this time before. Higher on the beat, and I know it's a place to go.
And don't get me started on the soundtrack. The soundtrack is fucking wonderful. Listening to this music makes me want to do the dance from that Spider-Man 3 movie. It's that good. And even listening to the soundtrack while playing this game just makes it all enjoyable. And I can't help but crack a smile and sing to the lyrics every time I listen to the opening song in the main title. Throughout the game, you can go into the shops and purchase special perks like an extra hit point or an invisible dash. And trust me when I say this, you will definitely need some of these perks for later bosses. There are two types of difficulty, simple and regular. But even the simple difficulty isn't a joke. And if you want to finish Cuphead, you have to beat all the bosses on regular. Cause that's the only way how to get their souls. This game features a lot of references from past TV shows. The flower doing the shuffle from Swing Your Sinners, the clown from Coco the Clown, and King Dice being inspired by a singer named Cab Calloway. And you can also check out how many times you've died during your expedition to capture souls. With Cuphead getting popular as every month goes by, I can honestly see Cuphead getting a bunch of merchandise. You know, t-shirts, action figures, and even an actual cup of Cuphead. During my playthrough, I actually found little to no flaws about this game. I really had a great time playing this game, and I'll definitely recommend Cuphead to anyone who is looking for a challenge in terms of difficulty, but is still having the time of their lives. The visuals look amazing, the soundtrack is awesome, the boss battles are creative and fun to fight against, and what makes all of this special is you can get all that for just $20. They could have raised the money higher if they wanted to, but HDMR Studios knew what this game was worth. And for that, I applaud them for giving Cuphead a fair and honest price. What's really strange is this game was released in 2017, and it's not even nostalgic yet, but it feels nostalgic, just the way how everything looks and sounds. I can see Cuphead having some more sequels and a potential DLC in the future. But however, this game does come with a warning. As mentioned before, Cuphead isn't really made for everyone. Yes, you're gonna get angry. Yes, you're gonna yell at everyone around you, and yes, you're gonna eventually break something. But despite all that, the overall journey from going on a quest to capture souls to finally beating that boss you were stuck on is enjoyable. So, with that said, Cuphead gets 9 out of 10. And just to clarify, this game was so close to receive a 10 out of 10. That's how good this game is, and if you're looking for a cheap game that delivers a nice, good-looking visuals with a challenge in terms of difficulty, then I definitely would recommend on getting Cuphead. Since we're done with the Crash Bandicoot series for now, we can finally focus on the Ratchet Clank series. The next game I'm going to review is either Tools of Destruction or Size Matters, but either way, I look forward to seeing you all in the next review. Thank you for watching this review, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, share the video, and subscribe today. My name's the Gaming Critic, telling you to keep calm and keep playing video games.